Hello everyone, welcome back. It's me, Mary, and in today's video, we're going to be taking two prompt lists and drawing random prompts from them. So how this is going to work is I am going to look up a random number generator, and the first number I get will be the first prompt I draw. So if I get the number 10, it means I draw the 10th prompt. So I went on Pinterest and I found some prompt lists, and I found the Disney one first. So I got number 7, and that means I have to draw the most memorable Disney death. So let's get started. Okay, so as soon as I saw this prompt, the first thing that popped into my head was The Lion King with Mufasa and Scar at the edge of the cliff, and, you know, Scar pushes Mufasa off, and gotta be honest, I didn't want to draw that just because I'm not the best at drawing lions, and so I was trying to think of something else, and I thought of Tangled with Eugene and Rapunzel, and then I was like, no, because, you know, I don't really know if that counts, because he didn't really die. I mean, he did, but he didn't, you know, it's like a whole thing. So I decided to just go with my first thought, because this is supposed to be a challenge, and it's not going to be very challenging if I draw stuff I'm comfortable with, so I decided to draw the scene from The Lion King, and I talked to my brother about it, and he said I could draw the scene where Scar and Mufasa are at the edge of the cliff, or I could draw the scene where Simba tries to wake up Mufasa. And he said that people would be very upset about it. Because it is like a really sad scene where he's like, no, Dad, wake up, please, you know. So, it's very emotional. So, yeah, I decided to go with that scene, particularly the scene where Mufasa has his paw around Simba, just because it's sad. That's literally it. So my process for this drawing was I did all the sketching in my sketchbook traditionally, just because I find it easier sketching traditionally than digitally, especially because I made all of this art for the video, on my phone, and I just find it easier sketching traditionally than on my phone. So yeah, but everything else was done digitally in IBIS Paint X. So yes, I'm having a horrible time talking today. It's like every time I go to record, I kind of forget how to talk. But anyway, so here I was just picking colors from the image, but changing them slightly just to kind of fit my color palette that I wanted to go for. And also I did change his fur color, I guess, because it looks more of like a peachy skin tone, and I changed it to be just like a tad bit darker, as you can see here, and I think this picture turned out really cute. I love the colors, and I really tried. I haven't done digital art in such a long time. In fact, the last piece I did was my profile picture, so yeah, but I think it turned out really cute. In like a bad way, because, you know, it is a death scene. It turned out nice, not cute. This is not cute. This is sad and horrible. So yeah. Also, I feel like it's been forever since I've done voiceovers, and so if this sounds a little awkward or weird, that's why. I don't know how the audio is going to sound. I hope it sounds good. I'm in like a new place recording, so I used to record in my closet. Then I've recorded literally everywhere in the house, so hopefully this sounds good. I'm in my room right now at my desk, so yeah. But I had fun working on this drawing. I enjoyed the shading. I really felt like it's like you gotta trust the process, because I was not liking how it was looking, but then once I added all of like the lighting and everything, I think it turned out really good. I'm really happy with how the shading turned out on Simba. I think he just looks amazing. I didn't want to copy the drawing from the reference I was using, so I did make it more in my style. So yeah, this was my first time drawing lions, because I have never really drawn a lion before, and I'm kind of proud about it. I had a hard time drawing the mane, especially because it was laying down on the ground. So yeah. Here I was working on the background, and in the picture it really is just like a foggy background, so I just decided to make it foggy with like a little bit of teal at the top, so it looks like there's some of the sky, but I did want it to feel like more sad and gloomy, so, you know, because it's a death scene. And yeah, I'm really proud of this. So Kumara can definitely tell you the experience of me drawing this. I had a lot of different emotions, but I handled it well. Right, Kumara? I I handled this well. I remember one time I was doing a voiceover for a video, and I was drawing, like, someone, and I almost teared up because I was like, oh, this is so sad. Because the person died of cancer, so it was really, I like literally teared up. I didn't tear up drawing this picture though, so that's good. Probably because this is fictional. I don't know. I'm rambling now, so let's go ahead and move on to the next one, which is Marvel. I know. So I got number 22, and that is the best hairstyle. And yes, I had to put Marvel in here, guys. So I was actually talking to my mom and my brother, and Kumara, and we were trying to figure out who had the best hair in Marvel, because there is a lot of good hair in Marvel, okay? I was looking at every character, and I'm like, nah, they all have great hair. And then I looked at my brother, and I'm like, you know what? I should draw him. And it was a bald dude. I'm like, I could draw Sam, and it's like all of these people who don't really have hair. I mean, he has a buzz cut, but still. My brother thought it was funny. But I drew Peggy because I have been obsessed with hair from the 1940s and 50s, and her hair is just so pretty. In fact, I've been debating cutting my hair in that style because I really like it. So this was my first time drawing Peggy, and I think she turned out so pretty. And I really like it. I think it's really cute. So characters that I was thinking about drawing was like Bucky, Loki, but like, you guys, I have been drawing Bucky and Loki so much recently, so I'm like, no, you're not gonna draw them because you've been drawing them a lot. So then I was like, oh, well, I could draw Mantis, and I love Mantis. I think she's like so funny and sweet. And her hair, oh my goodness, I love her hair. I know it's so simple, but her hair is just so cute. I don't know. I also thought about drawing Nat because her hair is really pretty. I especially love when it's shorter. It's so cute. But yeah, I decided to go with Peggy, obviously. But for like 2 days, I was like, okay, who am I gonna draw? I don't know, because everyone has good hair in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, you know? But Peggy won, obviously. For the shading for this drawing, I was trying to make it, I tried a little bit of different things. I did like some hatching and a lot of other stuff. And for her face, I really wanted to try and copy the makeup look. So soft blush on the cheeks, but it's like a pink, and then like that deep red lipstick. And I just think it turned out really pretty. I think I could have done better shading the face. It's something I struggle with when making digital art. I never know how to shade the face, so yeah. But I had fun. I shaded the hair with I always do different shading styles when it comes to shading hair differently. I never really know how I want to shade it, but I think it turned out really pretty. I really like how I shaded the jacket. I think it looks nice. And like I said, I added hatching, and I love the colors in this picture. And what do I talk about now? I don't know. I have a hard time shading digitally, sorry. Traditionally, I feel like I can be a lot more loose and messy with my markers, and so digitally is something I have to get back into working with. But it is really nice with the different layers, and I appreciate it. So yeah. But I had fun shading this picture. Does it look like Peggy? I don't know. I feel like I could have made her face a little different, but I think it turned out really cute, and I'm really, oh my goodness, I'm like seeing the shading and I'm like, this looks amazing. This is probably, I don't know, is this my favorite picture in the video? I only did 2, but you guys already know that because I said it earlier. But yeah, I recorded that intro like 3 days ago because yeah, it took me 30 minutes to record that, not gonna lie. So I'm back now, and we're recording again, so the audio sounds a little different. That's probably why. And as you can tell, I added like these little hatching bits in the jacket. It looks so cool. So for the background, I was trying to figure out what to do, and I thought about making like the original background, but then Kumara was like, well, you could just like add a flagpole in the background. And so I decided to do that and kind of blur it out. And I had so much fun drawing this flag. Like, oh my goodness, can we like talk about that? Like, It looks so cool. And I even drew every like star individually, like, oh my goodness. So yeah, I'm really happy. I didn't really know how to blur it, so I kind of just did that, as you can tell. And then I added like this black border around the picture to make it look like an old photograph, because, you know, it's cool and like 1940 kind of thing, and I like it. I don't know. Okay, so both pictures are finished. I had so much fun working on this video and making the drawings for this video. I think they turned out so great. Let me know which one's your favorite down below. And I do want to point out that I still have to redraw my chibi for the intros and outros. I haven't done that yet, but I am going to, so look forward to that. Maybe I can make a video out of it. Maybe that'll be my next video. I don't know, but I hope you guys enjoyed. Please like, subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell so you're notified every time I upload a new video. And if you made it this far in the video, comment this emoji down below, and I'll see you guys later.